Hi, Carol here, and welcome back to my craft room. I am downloading my haul video from Ellen Hutson, Hutson, and I am starting my 6x8 tile, my white tile I got at Lowe's, and I already masked out a sun right here. I think you can see it if I put it in the light there. And I did that freehand. I didn't use a punch or anything. It's just quick to make a circle with my Sizzix permanent adhesive sheets. And I'll be able to peel that off. Hopefully it's not that permanent. We will see. You need a little cup. I saved these little plastic doodads from whatever I get as far as these little tags came in. You're going to need a duster, an air duster, right here. And that will move your alcohol inks. I chose some over here in different shades, browns, blues, greens. We'll see what happens as I'm going with it, because I've never done a landscape before, and I saw this on, if you go on YouTube and you look up landscaping, one comes up with Jewel, it doesn't give me the last name, and the other one comes up as Dreamweavers with Dreamscaping. I don't know where that came from. And she's absolutely amazing with alcohol inks. And just look up June Rollins, Rollins, and look up Dreamscaping. And combination of both of these, I'm going to give it a go. That's what it's there for, right? Inspiration. And so I have my Speedball gray, which I'm going to use for the birch trees. You're going to need some straws. I just picked out a few from my drawer, my little grandkid drawer that they go in. My grandkids go in to get a straw, a number 4. Now I do have a detailed, I just bought them, script writing, but I don't want to use them in my ink. I'll have to see. Anywho, you're going to need some blending solution right here, and a tile, or you can use glossy cardstock. And on this glossy cardstock is where, for now, I am going to test the colors. So I don't think you have to. Just to save time, I'm going to take the caps off of these and set them inside the box. So I want to make as little mess as possible, if that is possible. I have slate. I'll tell you the colors that I'm using. Sailboat blue, stream, which is really nice for a sky. And I am going to use these new colors, these browns, I think they are. This is where I'm going to get experiment with the color. That is a nice color. Okay, so I have that one here. Remember, these ones they came 3 to a set, but they didn't have names on them. This one, and it dries fast. You only have a moment of time with this, obviously. That's nice color. So what am I doing? There we are. Getting down some serious crafting here. Oh yeah. And let's try this. Oh, that's nice. So it almost looks like a mushroom, a chocolate, and a mocha. That's what I'm naming them. Mushroom, chocolate, mocha. Cappuccino. I don't drink those, but sounds good, doesn't it? All right, so I'm going to want some greens. This is a meadow green. And some butterscotch. Just shake that a bit. I don't know if alcohol inks need to be shaken, but I'm doing it. Butterscotch is nice. And sunshine yellow, you never know. Mix it is. There's the silver that I just bought. I wanted to try this. I saw it on, I don't know, I can't remember where she put it, but hoping when I turn these, I don't think it matters what's a what. And then gold. Okay. And I'm going to move these other, it shouldn't take that long. Do I want a little bit of sunset orange? Maybe. Put that there. I don't want to make a mess. And then my purples and reds I'm going to set back in my, these are the stamp and storage. It holds all of my inks, pens, markers, and my refills are in there behind me, so that's nice. There's the colors. Isn't that awesome? I got a Stampin' Up! Box that I cut 3 of the folds off of, kept this one so that if anything splatters, I don't know, it's going to not go up into my supplies there, so that's important to me. As little mess as possible. So here we go. I think I've said everything. You want to have your block here with your felt, your mixing tool, your blending tool. There it is. And I took a number 6. This is a new one too for my tree. And, oh, you're going to need Q-tips. Q-tips is a big one. Okay, so I took a few Q-tips and let's get at her. I will start with stream. So let's put a stream on here and I'll go down like this. There we are. And let's put that down. And I'm going to put it right down. Awesome. As I'm doing it, I can see what I have to do and what I don't have to do here. There we are. And blending solution. Come on, where are you? I think I'll try some of this, squirt it down. There we are. There we go. I think I'm going to put some air on that. And it tells you really, like, you'll realize how close you want to have that air. And blow it. And how far away you want to have it. And it does go up on there, so that's a good idea too. Let's put this blue. Okay. Get some mixing solution on that one. I'm going to take my lids out of there. I'm seeing that my lids are getting yucky. Can't deal with that, so let's put it over there. Make this just a totally, you can mess inside the box. Let's do that. Okay, so let's work this around with the solution. Nice. Okay. Until you're satisfied with the with your sky. I think I'll take a little bit of this lightly. Whoops, see, we do it too heavy. There, it's drying. And it gets really cool. That is awesome. Awesome. Okay, I want a little bit more of the green blue here. So I'll set it up on there. And let's use a bit of the solution. Mix that up. There we are. Loving that. Look at this already. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's set her down. I'm going to dry it from a little ways up here. Now I'm going to take this straw. I have a little bit up here, And I am going to move this around with the straw. Okay, I'm going to hold it up farther. There. And it'll start drying. There we go. Okay. Set that in there. A little bit like this. Work it up. Drying it. Okay. A little bit of fix-it-in up here. And let it come down. There. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, here's where we get with the colors here. Gonna bring some of that with the fix-it-in down. There we are. I'll let you see it in just a second. I want it to swirl this way, not up and down. More so like a clouded sky. Love this. Setting it down, and I think I'll just air dry it for a second. There we are. I love that. Okay, let's get some browns in here like a mountain. This one, I don't know. I'm going to just try it here. Let's work this down. Okay. Isn't that pretty? There we go. Let's put some mountains up in there. Beautiful. You don't want too much of that blue in there because it will. See. Look at this. Isn't this absolutely stunning? Okay, we have that. It's drying, and I like it just the way it is. There we are. I think it's really cold there, but that's nice. It came up in where my tree's going to go. I like that. Let's put a little stream of blue. Let's go with a darker brown here. Squirt it across here. Love it. And then I'm going to run some blue water right through here. I don't want the green blue, I want blue. There we go. Let's squirt some mixative right in there, like a stream running through there. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Come down. Okay. Oh, I might have to grab another one of my bottles here. This is my large one. Okay. And we're experimenting here, remember? Okay. Pick that up just a bit up top. Really nice. Okay. Okay. A little bit more blue going up on the sky. A little bit more of the fix-it there. Really pretty. Wow. Let it beautiful. Awesome. With the greens, I love this. Sprinkle a little bit of air just to dry it. I think it has a knack of the drying thing in, but that looks beautiful. Just beautiful. Just letting a little bit of air out. Okay. Let me try the chocolate here, and then we're going to get in there. I want it to look like rocks right there. I'm not going to add any fixant at all. Yeah, maybe a bit of blending solution right there to move it a bit, but that's it. Let's see. Drying time. There we are. And then let's get into some greens, and then we're going to do our trees. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. I can see that is the meadow, but then I'm going to go in with some, I didn't take this one off. I'm going to do some slate down through there. There we are. We'll end it with the, set that down. Isn't that awesome? Can you see? This is awesome. I got to speed up my time. I'm going to dry it up. Simply beautiful. That's all I can say. Just beautiful. Lift it up. Get out of it what you can as far as the, grab your straw. Just falling in here. Turn it around. And I'm going to mix a, I'm going to just make a, there. Okay, then I'm going to do a tad bit of orange and let that fall right there with a little bit of the solution to make it just work its way down. A little bit up here. There we are. It's kind of with what you like, and I am liking this a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, and then I'm going to get into a deeper brown on the bottom. There we are. Now we can get into the tree. Grab this here. Make some bumps out of that, like that. I'm going to blow that a bit. You have to kind of learn. Look at that. Ah, I'm loving this. Loving it. Grab me some slate. No, blue. I'm going to go right through here with some blue, like water has set in here. Okay. Do I want to lighten that up anywhere? No, I don't. I want it to fall just like that. Okay. Don't want anything seeping up there unless I take this blue just to add a little bit of difference up in the sky here and take my solution and draw it from here so it looks kind of like a clouded sky. Like so. Blow a little little bit of air up there, and we're almost finished. Love the water right there. Love it. And then I'm going to grab some dark here. A little bit more browns. And I'm finished, and then we'll do the beautiful. I want to take that line out right there. There. There you have it. Let's turn this around as I work on the... Isn't that gorgeous? Can you see that? Of course you can. You're looking at it. There we go. All right. Now, I am going to work on the trees here. I don't want to touch anything else unless I add it. Just a second. I may want to add a little bit here, just to add some color. There. Just like there's like a tree there. Okay. Then where my thumb went right here, I'll add a little bit. Let it branch out. Just let it feather out on its own here on the bottom. That looks like a really nice sky. I think I'm going to add a couple of dots there and there. One of this blue. Green. Open that green up there. Open it up there. And we have it. I can see how you just get to get some more blue in there because this is the water edge. But I want it going up like water. Then I can stop just like it's a pond. Okay, 5 minutes. Let's do the trees. Okay, leave that like that. I'm liking that. A little bit of orange here. Just like a rock, I'm going to let it come out on its own with the blending solution. Like this, just like it was a rock. Sitting right there. Let's dry this right away and push that forward. Love that look. Yay. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's get our, I want to show you it down here. Isn't this gorgeous? 4 minutes. Okay, quickly. Okay. Carol, let's get some fixative. Get our little box over here. Squirt some on here, and let's put a tree moving up here. pushing it out. I want to push one. There. And let's go with the just pulling it out like that. Forward. There. String one out there. 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 Okay. Isn't this beautiful? Okay. Let's get that sun off there just in case I don't get this video quite. Okay. Okay. How many minutes? 2 minutes. Okay, let's get this sun off. And I want that to be in the gray, so let's paint some of this gray on. I'm going to take my pokey tool if I can find it. Please let me find it. I'll keep looking. It was right there. I'm going to try and get this mask up. Oh, some of the glue leaked on that. Let's work on that. Let's get that glue up. There we go. Nothing we can't fix with a Q-tip. Hurry, Carol. Blending solution. Q-tip. Move that up. That's glue. You don't want the glue. Push that away. There we are. Loving it over there. I'm going to put a tad of the yellow just with the blending solution. Just tap it right there to go out. There. I'm liking that. And then let's get the gray from my ink. Then 30 seconds. Quickly, we want to add this is a birch tree, so you're going to want to have some of this across here. I'll show you the finished process here. Let me just see.